Metroid Dread review. Really quick. 9 out of 10. A couple issues I had with it. Some of the checkpointing systems, particularly the final boss or boss fights. I'm not a big fan of having to run back into the boss fight, especially if it takes, you got to load into where it sticks you, and then you got to load into the boss fight. Just load me straight into the boss fight. Instead of an option of continue and game over, pick it, return to last save point or something, and then having to forcibly, you had to hit the plus button and then the minus button to skip the cutscenes that you've already seen. It's like, I don't need to go through with that all the time, because I'm gonna die a bunch the first time through. That's pretty much my biggest gripe with the game. Is that really solid game. Mechanics, they teach you what you're supposed to do along the way, so it's pretty natural progression, even with some of the mini boss fights, and there's some of the mini boss fights that help you with the final boss fight. Lots of backtracking to pick up items. I only got 76% of the items. There were several that had to do with the shine spark that I didn't take the time to learn just to get the item, and so, especially since I was able to beat it, I was like, I'm alright without it. If I want to see the best ending, which wasn't item dependent, it looked like it was time dependent. But it's a solid game. Like, I want to go back and play some more. I probably won't right now, because my 14 console challenge, I think I've only beat like 4 or 5 games for those systems. So I really need to get back working on those. I was working on Legendary Acts before that, but that Metroid Dread. Nice addition to the storyline. The weapons were fun, although I'm not a huge fan of having to hold down the right button for shoot, or for your missiles, the right shoulder button for missiles, ZR for the grapple beam. I think I might have preferred like the ability in Super Metroid, hit the minus button or whatever, and it would allow you to select which weapon you had. Maybe not, I don't know. But I think I used the missiles a lot more in this than I did in any other Metroid title. I wasn't trying to save them. There seemed to be plenty of pickups from defeating enemies, and then there was scattered around the areas, missile recharge areas and health recharge areas, and then just a full recharge. And so, outside of the final boss, I don't think I ever felt like I was going to run out of missiles once I really started to use them. Which is a good thing. There was plenty of save files. This game was a handheld game. It seemed like every 5 minutes, oh, here's a save point, here's a save point, here's a save point. Oh, if you hadn't run into any issues, you could run back and easily get to a save point. There wasn't any, you weren't going to lose a ton of time if you had to just shut it off, unless you skipped a save point. I think I saved 76 times, 63 times. I need to see if I can go get a screenshot of that final score, and I'll post it in the community on YouTube. Died lots and lots of times, most of them probably at that final boss fight, but it was still, it was irritating, frustrating, but in a way it's like, alright, I want to figure out what is it that I'm supposed to be doing. Like, phase 1 took a little while. I got phase 1 down, and once I got it down, I was able to get through it, and or sometimes I wasn't getting hit and getting through it in just a couple minutes. Phase 2 took a while. It was just, okay, what am I supposed to do to actually damage him? I'm not seeing anything. Everything sounds like it's just not doing anything. And and then you notice, oh, he's doing this move and this move, and all right, now here's what I can do to avoid those, and then, oh, here comes this one. All right, now I can get him. The third phase was probably the most straightforward. It just seemed like a lot of, might sound kind of like a duh moment, but just a lot of running and gunning. Just move, don't get hit, and shoot them. And once you learn the patterns of the attacks for that one's not that difficult. Although I will say I suffer from space jump something. I don't know. I can't consistently do it. And so there's times that, because of my mistiming of the buttons, and it was, more than once per fight, usually 2 or 3 times per fight, I was running or jumping into them because the third or fourth or fifth space jump or whatever, I didn't land it in time, and so instead of going up again, I went bloop, straight into them. The fourth phase, that one was weird, but it was pretty much just hammer them and avoid the attacks once you learn the patterns. I think the second stage or second phase of the boss gave me the most trouble. But after the fourth phase, it was like, we're good. And then the last thing, I was like, I didn't know, okay, what button am I supposed to press? How do I do this? How am I supposed to shoot? But third time on that one, I got it. But the video's up on live on the YouTube stream. If you want to catch the VOD, you can jump into that. But man, it's a really solid game. Glad I picked it up. I really want to go back and play it again, but there's other stuff I got to do. I got my submission in for Mega Ace's Halloween Challenge. I got to get something in for, let's get some of the games in for Alpha Nerds. Not sure what game I'm going to play next, but if you're a fan of the Metroid series and the Metroid game style, it's a solid game. It's a lot of fun. It was great. It doesn't seem like I spent almost 17 hours playing, but a lot of fun. My kind of game. You're gonna get stuck at times, figure out what did I miss. So you're gonna run around and get some stuff. But the first time, that's what you should generally expect from a game. You're gonna overlook something, which happened, I think, at least a couple times. Just, what did I miss? Run back around, go to start shooting stuff, and oh, okay, here it is. I just kept running past this one spot or whatever. But yeah, 9 out of 10. Bad checkpointing system for the bosses. Just, I'd much rather just go straight back into the boss fight. Don't make me run for it. Don't make me go through more than, load into a space behind it and then load into a space to the boss. And do something so you don't have to watch the cinematic every time. Just like after you've done it a couple times and you've done the skip cinematic thing, let's just auto do that. That'd be great. Much less annoying. So even then, you'll figure out where it's going to drop you in the boss fight. How much time, you only have a second or half a second or whatever to react before you get attacked. Yeah, solid game. If you want to, I think it's $55 now new. If you want to do that, pick it up used. Go trade in some games. Get rid of some of the stuff that you're not playing. I'm trying to get, I think I'm in that phase of collecting, so get rid of the stuff you're not going to play, but yeah, solid game, solid game. Like Just pulled into work and I'm like, man, I'd really just. I think I need to go home and play some more Metroid Dread. I caught something dreadful. Well, thanks everyone for hanging out. Hope everyone has a good day. Take care, have fun, be kind of one another, stay safe, keep it rich, and God bless, and we'll catch you all later.